Good morning, you guys. All right, so first of all, let me address the hair. Like, go get the hair before it falls. So sorry about that. I'm just kidding. I know you don't care. But me and my hair have like a love-hate relationship. Like, it either loves me or it hates me. So today it's going to look good later, but then it's going to rain. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but you guys get the real Rachel. This is me. All right, so I am coming to you today because we are closing out this challenge group. And let me tell you, I don't know, they just keep getting better and better and better. And I am just so proud of you. And as I woke up this morning and read through some of your comments and some of your talking about just how your experience has been this past 30 days, about some of you have started to share your results. And yes, there are physical results, which is great because guys, as much as we love to talk about the spiritual and the mental, this is a physical battle. You are fighting for your health. And if you need to lose weight, then that is something that we are shooting for. If you are losing inches and pounds, that is awesome. If you are not and you need to, then we need to reevaluate and evaluate the past 30 days. And as we move into this next challenge group, see what we can hone in on, what we can tighten up, what we can really cut out bad habits that you just haven't been able to get rid of. And we'll talk about that some more too. I'm going to make a separate video about that. But today, I wanted to share with you and talk to you about slaying your giants. And because I am reading through, I just started reading through 1 Samuel. Actually, I started like halfway through. Do you ever do that? Just open your Bible and just start reading, and you get sucked in and you get like enthralled and you just hear God speaking to you, and so you just go from there, right? So I started with 1 Samuel chapter 16 yesterday. That's a whole different lesson. But today I was reading a story that we all know so very well, David versus Goliath. Like, most of us have probably heard it our whole lives. It's that great children's story with, you have this image of this huge giant and David with his small stone. And we talk about how big our God is. And that is so true. Our God is so much bigger than anything, and with him we are capable of so much. But what really stood out to me as I was studying this and as I was reading some of your posts this morning was about the fact that some of you guys are absolutely slaying your giants. Your giants being fear, doubt that you can do this, just complacency. Complacency is a huge giant in my life. It always has been. Bad habits are giants, guys. Like, they are giants that God can bring down, that God can overcome. And you guys, I see so many of you guys absolutely slaying these giants with God's help and with the help of the accountability in this group, and with your workouts and your nutrition and your Shakeology. Like, all that combined is you are using it to tackle these huge giants, and you're not making excuses. And so, like, I was just looking through David's story, and so much of it paralleled with this walk, whether you're a coach or just a challenger or wherever you're at in your health and fitness journey. But, I look at this story, and I'm just going to share with you some of the things that stood out to me. First of all, in chapter 17, verse 11, it talks about when Saul and all of Israel heard the words from the Philistine, Goliath, they lost their courage and were terrified. All right. And so, like, if you read earlier in the chapter, Saul lost his grace with God, basically, because he wasn't really being led by God. He was being led by Saul. And whenever he doubted, when he didn't follow God's instructions as he was told to, he fell out of God's grace. Okay. It made Samuel super sad, but then God led Samuel to David. And just to me, that verse and that fact brought to light, how many times did I try to tackle my health and fitness, whether it was a diet or starting a new workout routine or stopping drinking Diet Cokes or whatever it was, whatever I was trying to do to make my health better. I tried so many times to do it without God, and it never worked, just like it didn't work with Saul. They lost their courage and they were terrified, and he failed. He failed at this mission that God set before him because he left God out. Okay? And so think about your own health and fitness journey, whether you're being successful now or whether you're struggling major time. Like, are you leaving God out of this, or are you allowing Him to be your courage and to be your hope and to be your strength? Because we can't do this on our own. I am telling you this from experience. The only reason you see me sitting before you today, healthier and stronger and a confident coach and challenger, is because God makes me that way. And there are times when I slip and I fall and I lose sight of Him, and I think, Rachel can do this. I'm so strong. I'm capable. I'm not tempted anymore. And sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, which we don't know that, but I fall. And so Saul is that example of the Rachel who used to try to do this health and fitness without God. And I lost my strength, I lost my courage, and I didn't have it. And so I encourage you today to look at yourself, look at your journey. Are you asking God to help you each and every day? Because that's the only way that you will slay those giants, okay? And then about midway through the chapter, we see David come, to the battlefield. He's bringing food for his brothers. And, they're immediately attacking him. What are you doing? You're so vain. You just want to come out here and see for yourself. You just want to do this for yourself. And I think about how many naysayers, how much jealousy was present in David's life because of who he was and because of what he did. David was not perfect. I'm not saying he didn't have vanity. He didn't have pride. But when he was doing the right things, when he was having faith in God, when he was trusting Him, there were those people who spoke out against him. There were those people who questioned what he was doing. And I can't tell you how many times in this journey over the past 3 or 4 years that there have been people who questioned me or made fun of me because I ate a salad at a church social, or I chose the good food instead of the fried, the fatty, the carb, sugar-filled food. There are going to be people in your life, whether it's your husband or your children or your best friend. Guys, I can tell you, I can immediately come to mind some of the people that I have loved the most who have kind of excluded me from their life in a lot of ways because of the lifestyle that I lead now. And I don't say that to judge them, but I know that it comes from their own insecurities about what they're not doing with their bodies. And so expect that as you continue to make changes. Some of you have become coaches, as you continue this journey, there will be people who just kind of try to bring you down, who negate what you do and question what you do and make you want to question it too. So expect that, because that can totally get you off course and bring you down for sure. And secondly, he wanted to help his family. David wanted to help his family. He very specifically asked, what did Saul say? What rewards is this man who slays this giant going to get? And there's a list of them. And a lot of those things were going to help his family. And I think about that. And, if we're truly committed to this healthy lifestyle, we're not just doing it for us. We're not just trying to slay our giants just so Rachel can look good in a dress, or so that Rachel can look good in a swimsuit, or so that Rachel can be stronger so I can just be stronger as I go through my day. No, I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it because I'm a better wife, a better mom, a better servant of Christ when I am healthy and strong and my brain is clear and my body works well, and I can be present with my children and feel confident with my husband. I am doing this for my family and for people that I love, just like David wanted to slay that giant to help his family, okay? And so, lastly, let's see, let me turn over here. I love when people are questioning him and saying, you can't do this. You're just a little boy. You don't know anything about fighting or slaying giants. He says in verse 37, the Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine. And I love his faith there. I love his faith. He says basically God's done it before, and just because it's a different situation doesn't mean He's not going to do it again. And so I challenge you today to look in your life, where has God shown up before? Where have you put your faith in Him and He has delivered? Where have you trusted Him before? Have you, given it to Him and He has shown up and shown out? Because He can do the exact same thing for you in your health. Maybe it was your finances. Maybe it was a relationship. Maybe it was a job you prayed for and you got, and God showed up. Guys, if you pray over your health and your fitness, He will show up. God wants you to be healthy and strong. He wants wants to slay those giants for you, but we just have to step up and have that faith and let him do it. And so that's my message today. Evaluate these past 30 days. What has worked? What has not worked? And let's use that evaluation, that knowledge, to move us forward. And think about David and slaying Goliath. What giants will you slay in this next 30 days? I love you guys. I'm so inspired by you every single day. And I pray that this message reaches you and touches you in some way. But, okay, I got to run. I'm late for church. But I'll post this later, and you guys just comment below with what stood out to you, what you take away, and what helps you, or even your evaluation. Share what you struggle with and you know you can do better next time. All right? Have a good day. Bye.